What's up, guys? Heroes Only, back with a new video. Today I'm going to be showcasing this deck profile. I finally made it to locals last night. It was a success. I was able to go 3-1 after over a month of not playing at locals, and not necessarily being able to keep up with how the game is being played, because playing is an important part of Yu-Gi-Oh. Knowing what's going on. You can't just be dropping videos and you have no idea what the scene is like. So that's why lately a lot of my videos have just been theories, but I'm so glad that I was finally able to make it to a locals. And now my schedule is opening up a little bit more, so I think I'll be having some free time to go at least once a week, maybe at least once, sometimes maybe even more. Personal life, I work, just got a raise at my job, which is awesome. So anyway, enough of the personal stuff. So last night, 3-1. I will put matchups up there in a second. First round, I played against, hold up, let me recall. First round, Kashtira. First round, Kashtira deck. Yeah, pretty much was able to stop him from comboing. I comboed, ended up winning that set. Next match was Malice. He bricked first game and passed. I ended up doing a little combo and ended up winning that first game. He won the second game. He built his full Malice board. And then third game, I was able to still come out with the win again. Third match, immediately I got matched up with another Malice player, and I got 2-0. That was my only loss, but I made so many mistakes in the game versus this dude. Like, I definitely could have gave myself a chance to win, but instead I didn't play correctly. Like, I made several misplays versus this guy, and ended up costing me the game. And I even told him, I was like, yeah, that's on me. And he ended up winning. And then the last round was Pure Fire King, and did I 2-0 him? Let's see what's going on. I drove them the first game. Oh yeah, and then he beat me the second game. And then but he beat me the second game and I ended up winning the third game. But I'll put matchups up there in a second. And also my locals is doing this new thing, or they're trying this new thing where you go in there and you scan this QR code. Cause my store is an official Konami OTS store. So yeah, they go up in there and you scan with the QR code. They're trying that out, and it pulls up on Neuron, and they put your listings and pairings on there, like who you're playing against, and it also shows your record. I'll pop that up on the screen as well. So they're trying that. I hadn't been in a while. That's that's pretty cool upgrade that they got. But anyway, let's jump into the deck profile. Okay, so we're starting off with the main deck. In the main deck, Elemental Heroes, Neos, Stratos, Shadow Mist, pretty traditional. Next I go Evil Heroes, One Dead in Prison, 2 Dusted Gold. Hopefully I got the camera angle right this time. I double checked it. I think I got it correct. Now into Division Heroes. 3 Vision Hero Ferris. 2 Vion, 1 Increase. 1 Plasma. 3 Mally. Denier. Triple copies of all the power spells: Hero Lives, Fusion Destiny, and Assault. And then Poly, Miracle Fusion, and Dark Contact. Dark Contact is such a beast of a card. When it first came out, I definitely was high on this card. I was like, bro, this card is really good. Then I stopped playing it a little bit, and then I decided to bring it back. It won me a game last night. I made Darkest Night versus Fire King. After I messed up, I ended up a Dusted Gold because I hard drew Evil Assault. So I ended up using a Dusted Gold's effect to search this and just shuffle back a Fiend and a Warrior to make Darkest Night, which was I shuffled back the Rider and I believe a Cross Crusader. So his monsters were losing 3,700. I had an Imperm set, Imperm something, then he just scooped. He couldn't stop minus 3,700. And we're gonna get more into Darkest Night. Darkest Night is a pesky card that we should be playing, in my opinion. And I played it before, then I've taken it out, but I'm back playing it again. Darkest Night is really pesky. But yeah, that will do it for all the engine stuff right here. Okay, so we're moving on to the non-engine. 1 Foolish Burial. It's the only extender I played. I think it's the best extender that you can play in Hero. Foolish Burial is really nice. Really nice. Okay, so let's jump into... This is the main part of the deck right here, so check this out. I played 3 Perulia. 3 Fuelos. 3 Ash. 3 Droll. Hold up, let them cook. 3 Nibiru. 3 Effect Veiler. Think I'm done? I'm not. 3 Ghost Spell. 3 DD Crow. 3 Infinite Impermanence. And finally, 2 Artifact Lancia. Now it's time for explanation. This is a 60 card hero deck that plays 29 hand traps. Almost half my deck is dedicated to hand traps. Also, just to let you know, it's built to go second. I'm choosing to go second. I won a few dice rolls last night and chose to go second. I lost a few dice rolls last night. Most players are going to choose to go first. It's just the nature of the game. 29 hand traps. This idea started, so I was deck building one day. I said the best way to cut down on bricks is to build a deck to either go first straight up or second straight up. That's the best way to cut down on your bricks. I chose to go second straight up. So I was able to consolidate my built-in bricks down to 10. So 10 built-in bricks. Then I said I should play 20 starters. So that's 30 cards. 10 built-in bricks, 20 starters. And I said The rest of those 30 other spots in this 60 card deck are gonna be hand traps. So 10 built-in bricks, 20 starters, 30 hand traps. We're hand trapping. See, I realized that if you can play a bunch of non-engine or a bunch of hand traps, and then you draw your 1 card starter, you might be able to win. And I was winning last night. If it wasn't for personal mistakes, I could have gave myself a chance to go undefeated last night, but that's okay. So I did switch things up last night. So it's not exactly how I just described it. It's actually 11 built-in bricks, 20 starters, and 29 hand traps. That's what you're looking at here. I put in an extra built-in brick, which was Dark Contact, at the last minute before I went to locals, and it worked out. Dark Contact was helping me in a lot of games last night. But let's just go through some of these hand traps. You know the Charmers, you know Ash, you know Dro, you know Nib. You might even know Effect Veiler. But bro, Ghost Belle is really nice. Came up in a few scenarios in my Fire King matchup. DD Crow, the first Malice player I played, I hand trapped him a few times, and he tried to extend with a Bestial targeting his own monster. I had a DD Crow. I DD Crow'd his monster. Bestial stays in hand. DD Crow is a beast. It's basically a Bestial if your deck can't play Bestials, and DD Crow can hit any card. 3 Imperm, just generically good. And I had 2 spots left, and I decided to give him the Lancia. Malice is a thing, right? And actually, versus the second player that I played that was playing Malice, I drew one of these, and I didn't even know what he was playing. I said, I don't know what you're playing, but you know, I was going second. I said, I don't know what you're playing, but in draw phase, Lancia. And he goes, Lancia in the main deck? How afraid of Malice are you? I ain't even worried about that. You don't know the science behind my build. I had 2 extra spots. Might as well make it Lancia. It ain't got nothing to do with being quote unquote afraid of Malice. It's there because I know Malice is a deck, and I just so happened to draw it. And guess what? I still didn't end up winning, but it worked out. He couldn't play. I blind Lancia in the draw phase, and he just so happened to be playing Malice. Pretty awesome moment. But just having an interruption. And then let's talk about I guess we can talk about a little bit of the math on this deck, or like the 9 times out of 10, I'm drawing 3 to 4 hand traps and 1 starter. And then for my 6th draw, because I'm going second, I sometimes get another starter. So I'm a lot of times, or sometimes I might draw 5 hand traps, and that final draw is a starter. I think it's very fluid, and it's pretty consistent as well. So imagine drawing 3 to 4 interruption and then a couple starters. So you hand trap them into the ground, and then now it's your turn, and you got your starter, and you just start going off. They have nothing. So that was the idea behind it. I feel like it's competitive, and it's still keeping the deck hero. So, but yeah, Ghost Belle was going off. Veiler was going off. I didn't nib 1 time last night. I didn't need to, but you know, the hand traps was going off last night, and it was awesome. So my little theory actually worked. So anyway, that'll do it for the non-engine. And like I said, the deck is 60 cards. Okay, moving on to the extra deck. It's pretty standard, but let's go through it. Wake Up, Shining Neo Swingman, Sunrise, Infernal Rage Wingman, 1 DPE, 1 Dark Law. Versus Malice, Dark Law I won game 2 versus the second Malice guy I played. So yeah, I didn't get too old. I won game 2 versus the second Malice guy I played because Dark Law. it makes them banish their resources before they want to banish them. So just because Dark Law banishes, don't think that Dark Law is bad versus them. It makes them give up their resources on your time, not their time. So just keep that in mind. In one blast. Then we got a little Evil Hero extra deck. So Neos Lord, Infernal Wing, and Infernal Backfire. Darkest Night. Man, Darkest Night is a beast, and he's going to be there. You know what? I'm going to say this card for last. So we got Wonder Driver, Infernal Divisor, Double Cross Crusader, and one of the MVPs of the night last night, Dread Decimator. I'm so glad that I brought Dread Decimator back last night. In my Cash Terror match, I'm going to give you a short scenario. We hand trapped each other, but I was able to get to Sunrise. I had bodies. I linked one of my link monsters away plus one other monster into Dread Decimator. With the new Evil Hero stuff, the amount of names that you have engraved increased by a good amount. I had 11 names engraved, plus Sunrise was giving them a 400 boost because of Light and Dark. They were both at 4K. All he had was one monster. I swung with this, declared Sunrise to destroy his Fenrir or something like that. Fenrir was negated, by the way, or he used it, one or the other. And then I just punched him twice for 4K and won the game. This card is good. I got D-Barrier. Just make Dread Decimator. Game 3 versus Fire King last night. He bricked in the final game, but when he did get to his starters, I had interaction because I'm playing 29 hand traps. I stopped him. He had to place a monster in defense position. I made this. He only had a little life points left because this is like a 3 or 4 turn game. Made this, do piercing damage. GG's. I think we should play Dread Decimator. And if you're already playing him, hey, kudos to you. I took him out, but he's back now. But for time purposes, we got to move the video along. But Dread Decimator was MVP for sure in the extra deck last night. For sure. And then finally, my side deck. Not really too much to yap about with this. So 3 Chaos Hunter. Since I'm playing a 60 card deck, I would like to have 6 cards that I can play versus Malice. So 3 Chaos Hunter. Actually drew one versus Malice. Had forced them to give up resources to out it. The 3rd Lancia. My little going first protection. 1 cross out. 1 call by. And 1 sales band. Didn't see these last night, but they are there. 3 mass change for when I know I'm going first. A lot of people be like, wait, so you choose to go second out the gate and you don't have mass change in your main deck, so the mask heroes in your extra deck are doing nothing, essentially? If you want to look at it that way. I have nowhere to put them. I don't have spots in my side to side them in and out. So yeah, they're just there for when I know I'm going first. And it worked out. So 3 mass change. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Not saying that people saying there's something wrong with it, but I'm just saying, like, the mass change are there. 3 of them. So all these 6 cards help with protecting your turn going first. Necron, Rider, Dark Fusion, Dark Supremacy, which is an awesome card, by the way, and Favorite Contact. So these 5 cards, they go in when I know I'm going first. And yeah, a couple times last night, after, post side, I was choosing to go first. And, I was actually successfully comboing as well. You know, Dark Supremacy, just being able to stop cards is awesome. Don't downplay Dark Supremacy. It's a good card. And other than that, that will do it for the entire deck profile. Successful night at locals. I'm looking forward to going again soon. I do start my work week, but you know, at some point I'm going to be able to go. Actually, my store is going to be doing like a little special event this week, and so I'm looking forward to that. I'm off this week, and so it's good. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the deck profile. It's awesome. 29 hand traps. We're going to hand trap them back. You want a hand trap? All right, we can hand trap too. Hand trap you into the floor, and then now I'm going to combo off. Anyway, thank you. Have a great day. Peace.